All right, everyone, back on the big block Chevy over here. So we've got the headers installed now, and we have begun making the exhaust system. As you can see over here, we've got some pie cuts going to an oval transition. This was a pretty simple evolution, if you will. All I went ahead and did is just put the pieces together, tacked it up. Also, just to kind of make sure that we're even with everything, I put myself a little bar over here, measured distances, just to make sure that we're kind of ending up in the same spot with the transition, at least where you could say the transition starts here, but let's say officially here. So we're just gonna go ahead from here and make the X-pipe. However, because right now these are the only circular sections instead of oval, I'm gonna go ahead and throw these up on a turntable and weld it up. Some of you might be looking at this and saying, oh, well, it's a little bit different on this side than that side. Well, when we made the headers, essentially because we have a steering column on one side, you couldn't make them exactly end up in the same spot. You know, one side has a starter, the other side has a steering column. Also, you may be thinking, well, the frame is right here and your exhaust is lower than the frame. Again, this was a bagged car and it was a project that was started by someone else, and you know, plans change. With the exhaust system that we're running, the sizing that we're running on this big block engine, we decided that we were going to go with 4-inch tubing, and this is where we're at. However, the upside of this is that it's not going to be riding as low as it was intended originally. So we're going to go ahead and do that, throw these up on the turntable, weld them up, and then we'll continue with the exhaust system. So check it. So I just turntabled the flange on, but it's just not worth it. The setup time and everything, not feeling that great today. Kick it old school. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna just weld these like I normally do. All right, everyone, so working on the X-pipe right now. I got my protractor. I ordered a pretty substantial protractor from the Amazon for laying out where we're gonna be making these cuts. Set up the X-pipes such that it's essentially that. Butted them up together after putting some Dykem on it, which gave me a nice little spot here. Measured out the distance roughly that I want to have for cross flow, and then I took my protractor and did that number with it, put it across where it touched. I marked it like that, moved it over, took a measurement up there, and gave myself a nice little scribe line. And now all I'm really doing is connecting closely this one and this line over here and cutting across that, and I'll be facing it on the sander and then welding it together. So making dreams real out of steel. All right. So after having done the X-pipe, I fixtured up the exhaust system essentially from the downpipes to where the X-pipe is going to be, using these squeeze clamps and some 90-degree angles. Measured up this section right here. It's about 4 1/4. I'm going to be cutting those and cleaning those up. And then what I am going to end up doing is welding them directly to these first, putting it all back together, and then fixturing back up to start shaping and welding these on while it's on the car. The reason why that's important is because Well, firstly, these aren't flex pipes over here, so if I was a little bit off and it was a flex pipe, it would still work, it would still pop in. But because it isn't, we have to try to do our best to keep the distances between the two pipes the same, so that it's easy to put on and off, and obviously lines right back up to where it needs to go. Otherwise, it's gonna be a disaster. So I'm gonna cut these pieces out, weld them to these guys first off the vehicle, put it all back on the vehicle, get this fixture basically set up roughly about the same. And then because these ovals aren't manufactured to specific tolerances, tight tolerances, as you can see, it's kind of peaky right here. I'm gonna have to do my best and do whatever I can to try to get a good fitment going. I'm not confident in it. I know that I'm gonna have to weld it while it's on the car. Try to eliminate as many gaps as we can and go from there. So with our mid pipe installed on the big block Chevelle, we are almost finished with the exhaust system. Currently what I'm going to do is install these brackets over here like so, and then after that I'm just going to go ahead and install the mufflers here. What I'm going to do first is I'm going to plug this hole to make sure that there isn't any water egress, since this post is going to be above that hole. So I'm just going to MIG weld that real quick. We've got our mufflers that are going to go right here. And since this was an airbagged car and it's gonna have some pretty big wheels in it, unfortunately we can't go above the axle with the remainder of the exhaust system. So we're gonna have to go below the axle, and this is about as low as the axle will come if the owner decided to jump the car. So essentially I'm gonna be placing the mufflers and checking the angle so that we don't have to get too drastic with any bends coming down this way or nothing like that. So that's the mid pipe thus far. It's pretty sweet. And now we're gonna put these on. All right, everyone, so we got our stainless mufflers from Stainless Header Company bolted up to our custom mid-pipe. So to recap on this episode, we built out this mid-pipe, X-pipe, as well as basically making the transition from the headers that you saw on the last time down to 4-inch to an oval. So basically what's coming up next is we're going to be getting some Roadster Shop shocks to make sure at full droop we're not gonna be impeding the exhaust system, or the exhaust system isn't going to be smacking into that axle. We'll be working on the exhaust system, and we'll be deciding on what to do with the rear exit. Now there's a couple things we could do. We could do some ovals with a trim ring around it, or we could do something cool as well, like a boom tube with some strakes in it. So not entirely sure exactly what we're gonna do, but we're down for some comments. Let us know what you think we should do, and maybe we'll do that. Peace.